Hey, welcome to the Rulebook. I'm your host, and today we're learning how to play Nova Luna. Here's something you don't see every day. Uwe Rosenberg, the designer of Patchwork, made a game with no points. None. First player to place all 20 of their discs win. Instantly. It's a race. 1 to 4 players, a little under 30 minutes at 2-player, and up to an hour for 4-player. And if you've played Patchwork before, you'll feel at home with this one. You take a colored tile from a wheel in the middle of the table and add it to your own little display. Tiles have goals printed on them, things like, surround me with 2 blue tiles. Complete that goal and you cover it with one of your discs. Empty your supply first and you've won. The tension comes from time. Every tile has a time cost, and whoever has spent the least time always goes next. Cheap tiles keeps you moving, but the best tiles cost you turns. Oh, and the name? Nova Luna is Latin for new moon, a symbol for a fresh start. Every round, you look at what the moon wheel offers you, and you plan your future all over again. Let's set it up. Quick tour of what's in the box. 1 moon wheel. This round board does everything. The outer edge holds the tiles you'll pick from, and the inner ring is the moon track that decides whose turn it is. 68 tiles in 4 colors, blue, red, turquoise, and yellow. 17 of each. 84 wooden discs, 21 in each of the 4-player colors. One of yours becomes your player disc in the moon track, the other 20 are your goal discs. Those are the ones you're racing to place. And 1 marker, which travels around the wheel and controls which tiles you're allowed to take. Setup is super quick. Put the moon wheel in the middle of the table with the new moon up top. Put the marker on the space above that spot in the outer track. Shuffle all the tiles face down, then place 1 random tile face up on each of the remaining 11 spaces around the wheel. Stack the rest into a few face down draw piles nearby. You could also use a draw bag if you have one extra lying around. This is my preferred way to play. Everyone picks a color and takes their 21 discs. Quick tip for your first game, the rulebook recommends shortening the race. With 3 players, use 18 discs instead of 21. With 4 players, use 16. Then pick a starting order and stack 1 disc per player on the new moon. Starting player on top, going down in order. That disc becomes your time tracker for the whole game. So of your 21 discs, 20 are the goal discs you're actually racing to place. Let's play. Before the first turn, let's read a tile, because everything lives on these. There's 3 things to know here. 1. The tile color. Every tile is either blue, red, turquoise, or yellow. Number 2. The time cost in the top left corner. A number from 1 to 7. That's how much time this tile costs you when you take it. 3. The goals in the other corners. There's 0 to 3 per tile. Each goal shows 1 to 4 colored dots. That's the recipe of neighboring tiles you need to complete it. And here's the core trade-off, straight from the rulebook. The higher the time cost, the easier the goals. A 7 cost tile might score off with just a few neighbors around it. A 2 cost tile is cheap, but its goals are brutal. Time or task. That trade-off is the whole game. So whose turn is it? It's very simple. Whoever's player disc is furthest back on the moon track. If discs are stacked in the same space, the one on top goes first. That means the one player can take 2, 3, even 4 turns in a row while the others wait. For those who've played Patchwork before, this will feel very familiar. A turn is 5 steps, always in this order. Let's walk through them. Step 1. Refilling the wheel. If there are only 1 or 2 tiles left around the wheel at the start of your turn, you may refill it. Draw from the piles and fill the empty spaces, starting with the space just past the marker and going clockwise. If the wheel is completely empty, you must refill it. And if the draw piles can't fully refill the wheel, just fill as much as you can. The tiles may run out eventually, and we'll cover what happens then in a bit. This matters. Tiles are not replaced as they're taken, so the wheel slowly empties out. And whoever refills it decides when the 11 fresh options hits the table. Step 2. Select a tile and move the marker. Starting from the marker, look at the next 3 tiles going clockwise and skip any of the empty spaces. Pick one of those 3, then move the marker onto the space you just emptied. You must take a tile every turn. There's no passing, there's no skipping. Step 3. Advance your player disc. Move your player disc forward on the moon track by the tile's time cost. If you land on an occupied space, stack your disc on top. Step 4. Place your tile. Add the tile to your personal display, face up, time cost in the top left. Your first tile just starts the display, but every tile after that must be placed orthogonally adjacent to a tile you already have. That just means the sides have to touch. Corner to corner doesn't count. Diagonals are never adjacent in this game. Step 5. Complete goals. Now check your whole display for completed goals. And this is the heart of the game, so it gets its own section. A goal is considered complete when the tiles around it match the colors shown, in the right amounts. The arrangement of the dots doesn't matter, only the colors and the count. So does a 2 blue goal need 2 blue tiles adjacent to that tile? Well, yes, that works, but there's a better way. The chain rule. Here's a rule that makes Nova Luna interesting. Tiles of the same color that are connected to each other count together as a chain. Say a goal needs 2 blue. You put 1 blue tile next to it, and then another blue tile next to that first blue one. That connected chain of 2 counts as 2 blue. Goal complete. That's how a goal asking for 4 reds is even possible. You don't need all 4 sides free. One adjacent red connected to a snake of 3 or more reds does the job. There's just 3 fine points we should review, all straight from the rulebook. Number 1, diagonals never count. Orthogonal only for adjacency and for chains. Number 2, the goal tile's own color never counts towards its own goals. A blue tile asking for 4 blues needs other 4 blues around it. Number 3, goals are independent and they can share tiles. If a tile has 1 yellow goal and a 3 yellow goal, the same chain of 3 yellows completes both at once. And every time a goal is completed, cover it with the goal disc from your supply. And check everywhere. A single placement can complete multiple goals on several tiles at the same time, including tiles you placed ages ago. Those multi-goal turns are the best feeling in the game, and they're how you win. The game ends the moment a player places their last goal disc, all 20 of them, or a little fewer if you're playing a beginner game at higher player counts. That player wins, instantly. No final round, no counting. But there's one backup ending. If all the tiles run out and someone can't select one, the game ends right there, and the player with the fewest goal discs left in their supply wins. If that's also a tie, it goes to the tie player who would have taken the next turn. So there's always a winner at the end. Nova Luna comes with a solo mode in the box, and it's a tiny little 50-minute score chase puzzle. Rules are simple enough, so if you're interested, check out the rulebook on how to play that. But I'm planning on making a dedicated separate video explaining that solo mode, along with an alternative solo mode I'm cooking up for this game right now, that simulates the 2-player experience. If that sounds up your alley, let me know in the comments below and subscribe. And that's Nova Luna. Take a tile, pay the time, grow your chains, race to empty your hands of discs. Rules you can teach in 3 minutes, wrapped around the puzzle that keeps getting deeper. And there's a lovely story in this box too. Uwe Rosenberg was inspired by a 2016 game called The Habitats, so he did something rare in this industry. He named this designer, Corne von Moorsel, as co-author and gave him the rights to match. Classy move. The result was nominated for the 2020 Spiel des Jahres, Germany's Game of the Year. And if you like this one, it's part of a whole family. Patchwork brought the time track, Habitats brought the goals, and Sagani and Framework carry the ideas forward. I'll be covering all those games as well on this channel. And thanks for watching. That's in the rulebook.